Hello everyone, I haven't been around, but welcome back to my channel and nice to see you all again. So today, as the title suggests, I bought a wonderful vintage Chanel bag. All right, I'll let you know. It's one of a bag that I have. It's not that I knew about its existence. I knew about this bag's existence. And so the colorway is not exactly what I had in mind. But as it turns out, you know, sometimes it's good to try something different. But it arrived and it arrived in my radar. Okay, now for the review. It is the ta-da! It's a vintage Series 2 camera bag from Chanel. Okay, let us just marvel at the shininess of the leather. Oh my gosh, it's caviar leather. It's the V envelope clutch sort of at the front pocket, and it's that chevron quilting, and it's still sort of like puffy, right? And yes, and look at the V-shaped chevron here on the side. But what really attracted me to this model is the deep, rich 24 karat gold plating for the hardware, as on the CC, on the ball clasp here, on the ball decoration here, and yeah, it's a turn lock. But also, if we look closely, there is like this diamond quilting on the CC, as well as on the ball decoration, this back charm here. Now, I have, this one is like when I first saw it, like I knew about the existence of this model because earlier this year in a local consignment shop, I saw a burgundy one with this gold highlight. It was so beautiful. The burgundy and the gold look so good together. It was not at a bad price either, but I didn't go for it because I was going on holidays and I was like, oh, maybe I'll find something better, but I didn't find something better. So I was a bit sad that it got sold. And this time I was like, you know what, I'm going to Beijing. Surely there's like vintage shops, right? And this, my goal was to actually see if I can find another model of this. Surely they have more models. And this place is called Super Zhuan Zhuan. And or the Chinese name is 超级 Zhuan Zhuan in the Friendship Mall. So the Friendship Mall is, it's been refurbished lately, and Super Zhuan Zhuan is also newly reopened in May this year in the Friendship Mall. And the Friendship Mall is a state-run shopping center. It used to be a place where it is targeted for foreign tourists. It's selling you know, all the Chinese-centric items for souvenirs and all that sort of thing, silks and things like that, you know, so that people can take home with them. But now it's been refurbished. It's looking really cool, really hip, trendy, and what they call very on fire. In Chinese, is very 火, 很火. That means like, it's like super hot. All the young people go there. Well, it's actually still rather small, in my opinion, because if you go to other Chinese shopping centers, my God, it's like mega mall, right? And to me, this place is a little bit small, except for the Super Zhuan Zhuan. It's like this giant warehouse for bags. But the eateries there are really good. So there's a hot pot place there, which is like awesome. And there's a few like sort of trendy modern bars. So if you guys ever go to Beijing, if you are into bags, go to Super Zhuan Zhuan, and also, yeah, go and have dinner there. We went there twice. That's how much we like that hot pot place. Anyway, back onto the bag. So yes, I'll show you later on at the end of this video what Super Zhuan Zhuan looks like. Okay, so yeah, just let us appreciate the gold 24 karat gold chain. It is so gold. And there is very little blemish on this bag. And I have to admit, you have to search very carefully in Super Zhuan Zhuan. So in this shop, right, all the bags come with a QR code, and this is the number of where it would be in its section like H9 rack, number 5, number 4, that sort of thing. So this is like the coordinate to find the bag, because you can search on it on WeChat, and then if you want to go and look for it in physically, this is how you find it. So WeChat is the app that you use, that everybody use in China for paying. But most importantly, you scan this QR code and it comes up with the details of the bag. Yeah, and I will include here a screenshot. So on the bag, yes, it's in Chinese, but in WeChat, you can press this top right-hand corner 3 button and then go to translate. It will translate it in the language that you would like to be. And now, I must say, some bags have had some refurbishment done to it, color adding or some paint done, and some doesn't. Now, this one did have some on the lid, as I noted, as well as, but you know what? I couldn't tell, because I've seen some recolored bags. Usually they appear dull because the paint is applied onto the leather on top rather than dye into the leather. But I think I can see some, a little bit of wear here was sort of recolored, but wear in the bag, you expect that, you know. So I can see some here, like it's like they touched it up a little bit, but it's very minimal. And the photos were very, very good in Super Zhuan Zhuan for the bags that I looked at anyway. And, you know, they even discovered some denting on here, I think. Yeah. But I mean, to me, that's like, oh, it's a 30-year-old bag. What do you expect, right? And I think somewhere you can just kind of see maybe here it's a little bit touched up. Just a bit, just a tad, because it does look a little bit dull here. But other than that, yeah, like luxury bag refurbishment is quite a thing in Asia, actually, and it's very big in Korea also. And I think, you know what, it's not bad. And some people will, oh, it's not the original color. But if it means the bag can be refurbished, can be reused, because unless there's a tear in the leather, I actually don't mind it. And I thought, you know what, like, this is the one that I'm hunting for. And so it's, I mean, if it means that the scratches were erased, yeah, and if it meant that, yes, of course, it would be reflected in the price, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, and if it means the bag can then be presented even better to be used, to be sold, to be used, then I think why not? Because rather than, oh, it's got scratch, no, I'm going to buy another one. Rather than, you know, because that's what luxurious items should be. I think they should be able to stand the test of time. Of course, they're going to show some wear. But then if it is an item like leather that can be refurbished and renewed to be even better looking, to still continue its lifespan, why not, right? It's like, I don't know, I feel like we, you know, a lot of us, I think our houses are our biggest investment probably. Like, I'm not like a Becca Bloom or anything like that. Like, we all know who she is, right? But like, if I had a plumbing issue, I would ring or my husband would fix the plumbing issue. Or if I felt like I wanted to change the paint, I would hire a painter to just freshen up the house, change the carpets or something like that. I mean, you know, and so what's with the bag, right? And I must say, I wouldn't have a bag recolored a completely different color. Like a black one would probably be the easiest bag to refurbish, and that is probably why Chanel itself would only take back their black bags to be serviced. But you see, Hermes does it, Louis Vuitton does it, so what's to say that, you know, a vintage bag couldn't be fixed up, right? Anyway, so it smells so nice. A little bit of a vintage smell, but you expect that from a bag that is this old. But it's not really bad. It's, yeah, I've smelled worse. So leather lined. Although, according to Tanner Leatherstein, the vintage Chanel bag, the lining could be PU. And I don't know. I think to me, it looks like calf leather. It feels to me like it's calf leather. But it seems to me that if it is PU, it's PU that is vintage. Seems to have kept up. It's really, really good. So, yes, why not? And for this style of bag, the tag is on the inside of the pocket. And the slip pocket goes all the way through. And then a zip pocket goes all the way through on the other side. And I just love, let us just admire the CC pull of the internal zip pocket. Ah, so cool. So I looked at it. Everything seems to be above board. And they even had here where they got this bag authenticated as well. I tried to look it up, but the website doesn't seem to, I don't know, it goes somewhere, but then, yeah, sometimes my Chinese reading skills is not that great. So this shows where they are going to, where they actually went to have it authenticated. So most of their bags, or a lot of, well, the ones that I looked at anyway that I was interested, all had this tag. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, like this style, yeah, I've already worn it once to work. Such a good day to night bag. And I've been trying to tell myself that I want to this year, just, I guess, to limit how much buying I do of bags, is to buy bags that I can wear from day to night. This will probably not pass for like a, what do you call it, like a after, like a black tie event, but I think this will go very nicely as a bag day to night. It's maybe a bit on the small side for certain people, but it can fit a lot of my essentials and space for more. So yes, what's not to love? And the structure of this is still fairly, it hasn't lost much of its structure. It can stand on its own. Because I saw another one, and you know, I bought this on the second day. So the first night when I went to Super Zhuan Zhuan, I saw a classic flap, a vintage one, also caviar in a coral color. But the strap, here's the photo, is actually not chain. And it was like a leather strap. And I thought, you know what, I was almost going to buy that one because it was very barely used, had no color touch up whatsoever, came with a Chanel dust bag and a Chanel card, like the authenticity card. And I almost bought it. But then I was like, no, you know what, think about it. I put it back. And then the next day I went back to, because I was looking and I didn't see this in the beginning, and I saw the canvas version, pink. It was beautiful, but quite dirty at the bottom of the pink canvas one. And so I was like, you know, pink canvas, I prefer leather, because canvas, it's harder, I think, to keep clean because dirt just absorbs into the fabric. And then the second day I was walking around, you know, because what happens is, I think sometimes I'll look on the WeChat site, I'll go to that little cubicle and I can't see the bag, because I think people, they take it with them, they walk around the store, or they decide to put it somewhere else. So after closing night, the staff probably tidies up the place. And so the next day I saw this one right on the very end shelf, H9 shelf. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I see this before? And I got this, and my mom said, you know what, you should get this one with the metal chain, because this bag can last you better. Like, it can go from day to night, as you said. Whereas that coral one, because of the strap, it really looks quite casual. And in a way, I did think about that, and I think maybe that was why I didn't buy it in the first place, was that I wanted the chains type strap so that it can go from day to night, whereas the leather strap, as comfortable as it is just that little bit too casual. But that classic flap is so beautiful, isn't it? And then on the second night, I also saw this other square lambskin one with a leather strap. And see this second one here, it is a little bit more worn, but the button is got 2 cc's, interlocking cc's, and you push it and the flap pops up. It's so cute. But I could really only afford one, and I bought them this one instead because this is the one that I wanted to get. And coral, though I don't have coral, I have like, how many? I already have one orange bag. I mean, coral's not really orange, but I have one orange bag and one Loewe puzzle bag in orange coming to me at the end of this year after I finish my lay-by. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get this one instead. And I'm so glad I did. But you know, and then a few days later, I went to another part of Beijing and I saw this, there was a vintage shop. We walked in and there was the red version in the Diana flap. It was lambskin, and I was like, oh my god, the red and the gold is so giving. But it was a bit more worn on the bottom. I didn't really look on the inside. It wasn't bad, but it was still beautiful, supple lambskin. And lambskin being softer is, yeah, there's a little bit more, it's lost a bit of shape, put it that way. But it was very good price. But I didn't buy it. I was like, yeah, one bag is enough. Who says one bag is enough? But let's measure this little bag up and then we can see what fits. And then some mod shots. 23 centimeters. I love that it's square. And 23 centimeters, which is like 9 inches long. And 6.5 inches tall, which is 17 centimeters. Width-wise, isn't too big. 2.5 inches, which is 6 and a bit centimeters, which is lovely. And the slip pocket goes all the way, yeah, and I appreciate that. Oh, little minute. And the front slip pocket, the lining is satin. The leather part only goes up to a little bit, yeah, up to here. Yes, oh my goodness. I just keep getting the whiff of the smell. All right, let's see, how good is this zip? This zip, the sound, it was a bit sticky when I first got it, but after a few goes, look at that, the sound of a good zip. It's so like, yeah, and you know, like good old vintage zips, it's like, yeah, nice good set of teeth to it. Oh man, all right, let's see. Oops, trying to hide the code. Yeah, many things can fit in here. Let me grab my stuff. Oh, need to transfer from my Vivienne Westwood bag to it. Palm size wallet. Check in here. Aha, a little pouch of like lip balm, lipstick, eye drops and things. Goes in here. And oh, okay, my pair of sunglasses, which is, I've kind of lost the little, can't find this, my little fabric pouch. But let's just say, right, and what's good about it is I can just put it in like standing up straight. And yeah, it's just a good like length or height to put sunglasses in. Oh, so good. And then still plenty of space for my phone. Let's do some mod shots on the shoulder. It's just perfect length. I think that's one thing I like about vintage items is they're just the right length for me. Or yeah, just, I know, it's really good. Maybe a tad higher would be nice as a one shoulder bag, but it's okay. But that means it's perfect as a crossbody bag. And I just find that crossbody means that it doesn't slide off my shoulders. But oh my gosh, right? It just goes so well. And yes, I don't, you know, like I think this would be my second black bag in my collection. like full black with gold, but the gold and the black go so well together. I could not resist. And at the time I was like, oh, black. I mean, I don't wear a lot of black. However, black for Chanel as a brand is actually quite an iconic color for the, as in like, you know, it's quintessentially Chanel, right? So I was like, you know what, for historical purposes, should just get it. So I'm so glad I got this because yeah, it's so beautiful. But yes, people who like this kind of strap, this chain strap, it is heavier. It is heavier than, say, the one with the woven leather through it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But I mean, it's just beautiful. And oh, you know what, now I'm like, I want a red colored Diana flat bag. So not this one again. After like commiserating about not buying that other one from the other vintage shop, the red colored one, I think a proper Diana flap bag in red would be great. Yeah, anyway, cool. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. And yes, so I will be posting up more fashion related content, but before we do that, I would like to say that I may have to open up a new channel for all my travels and things like that, because I feel like the last time I posted travel videos on you know, Grace Loves Fashion doesn't seem to get pushed out. The algorithm got confused. I mean, you know, whatever. So I don't know, like, should I? What do you think? What do you guys think? Like, yeah, it just means that you guys have to resubscribe to another one. I just feel like for people, it's just so bothersome for them, you know. But yeah, I may have to do that just to keep the algorithm happy. But it's not like I travel all the time, so my traveling video would be, traveling channel would be like maybe once a year. So anyway, who knows? But yes, okay, well, anyway, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and thank you for commenting. Thank you for the new subscribers, and yes, see you in the next video. Thank you, bye.